the Pittsburgh Penguins win last night in somewhat of controversial fashion, maybe?
I don't think it was necessarily controversial.
I mean, it's not the Brett Hull goal in '99, but still.
That's a lack of effort from the referee. That's lazy because he's in the corner. He's not in the right spot.
So you tell me he's not in the right spot?
He's not in the right spot. He's got to be behind the net, or at least to the point where you can see the puck squeak through Matt Murray and you don't blow the whistle there, because that's going to be a goal. According to the rule, the puck has to be a continuous play, so it would have to be the puck goes through Murray, and as it goes through, it starts rolling towards the net and rolls in as he's blowing the whistle, and they can review that. But Nashville still had plenty of chances. James Neal had a golden opportunity. He kind of flubbed it a little bit. Matt Murray made a good glove save. But, I mean, listen, that's the difference of experience. I think the loss of Johansson at the end of the day was too much for Nashville because, I mean, Philip Forsberg was their best player, and then you lose Johansson. He was a non-factor in this series, but good for Pittsburgh. It's only the second time that's happened since 97-98. Sidney Crosby, his third Stanley Cup, second Conn Smythe. And what's amazing is I started doing some research because I was supposed to be on SportsCenter this morning talking about Sidney Crosby. You want to know the definition of a winner? His name is Sidney Crosby. How was your year? I win the Stanley Cup, Conn Smythe. Then I go to the World Cup of Hockey. And, by the way, we win the gold medal, and I win the MVP of that tournament, lead the league in goals, and, oh, by the way, win another Stanley Cup and another Conn Smythe Trophy. And I've won Olympic gold, scored the game winner in 2010 in Vancouver, followed up by captaining the Olympic team in 2014, oh, by the way, which we win the World Championships, and I've won the World Junior Championships.
That's insane.
That's living.
Like, what other athlete could you compare that to in terms of being able to have that kind of season? Have we seen that?
A year like that.
That's what I'm saying. An
elite
athlete
that has like that.
No, I'm just saying an elite athlete that has all the stars aligned, and you have that kind of those kind of accolades in one year.
That's who he is.
LeBron had that.
It's LeBron James.
LeBron had the gold medal and the championship with the Miami Heat all in that 1 year, and he was the MVP.
He's the NHL's LeBron James.
I think it's
and
fair.
What's amazing, so I'm looking this morning.
By the way, first overall pick, 3 championships. That's LeBron as well.
As a captain, too. 3 of those championships as a captain.
As the best player in the league, right.
So, and again, he was, and what's funny is I was going to make the point today, LeBron was the chosen one.
Yep.
When Crosby got drafted, he was the next one. That's what his title was, Sid the Kid, the next one. And he's never going to be Gretzky, just like I don't think LeBron's ever going to be Michael Jordan, but he's pretty damn close, man. I mean, when you start talking about what this kid has achieved, and I'm looking at his stats, and he gets drafted in 2005, first overall, he's 18 years old, and one of the things was and finishes second in Calder Cup trophy voting, which is Rookie of the Year.
Calder Trophy's Rookie of the Year,
and I'm like, second? He had 102 points. How do you finish second? Alexander Ovechkin, 106 points, 52 goals.
That's how you finish second.
And that, you know what, though? I remember that year. It was my last year covering the NHL before I moved over to basketball, and I remember that year feeling like, because the game, if you remember, in the early 2000s, there was a lot of problems. That lockout, you lost the whole year, but there were just some issues about where the game was going. These 2 players came in the league, and you just felt like, all right, now we have our Gretzky Lemieux again. Now we have the next 2 stars that are going to carry this league for the next 10, 15 years. Crosby's held up his side of it. Now, Ovechkin's been a great singular player, but he's never won a championship.
No, he's never been to a final, Eastern Conference final.
It's amazing, right? He's never even been to actually the conference final. But Crosby now with 3 championships, 4 finals appearances, everything that he's done, this back-to-back, which has been done in 20 years. Where do you rank him now? I mean, we do this with LeBron. Let's do it with Sidney Crosby. Where is he now when it comes to all-time greatness in NHL history? And I know that's a sport where it's just name after name. They just did a top 100. It's the 100th year of the league. I mean, is he top 5? Is he in that room, or is he in the top 10 room?
No, I would say he's getting close to the top 5. I mean, I don't even put Wayne Gretzky in the top 5. He's just Wayne Gretzky, and then there's everybody else.
Wayne Gretzky's got his own suite.
I mean, you're talking about a guy who's won 4 Stanley Cups, and they had the list of guys who have won, multiple Stanley Cups and multiple Conn Smythe trophies. So Crosby's got 3 Stanley Cups and 2 Conn Smythes, and then there's Wayne Gretzky, 4 Stanley Cups, 9 MVPs.
Wow.
Hart trophies, 9 Hart trophies.
Hearts,
league
yeah,
MVP.
I know what you mean.
Crosby's got 2 and 2. So, but 9 league MVPs, which is ridiculous. But I mean, you're talking in the same categories as he surpasses Mario Lemieux, who won 2 titles. And it's funny, you look at the how similar those teams are. We had Lemieux and Jágr. You got Crosby and you got Malkin, and you got good goaltending. I mean, they're eerily similar. And Mario has now maybe one of the most successful former athletes to be an owner.
That's the other place you can go to with Mario Lemieux, is that what he's done not just throughout his career, but now what he's done post-career.
And he had Crosby live with him. So even as Crosby's mentor when he drafted him. I mean, so listen, what they're doing in Pittsburgh is amazing, and I'm sure Hainsey, hopefully I text message him, see if he's sober enough to come on with us today. But no, you start talking, Sidney Crosby in the same conversation as Bobby Orr and those names. Like, he's upper echelon, and he's only 29 years old.